Welcome to Small Lathe. So the Unimat has an inherent issue, and the issue is that the chips collect on the x-axis itself, which builds up chips inside the x-axis lead screws, and then you get issues that cranking the x-axis and even sometimes the y-axis is very problematic because of all the chips. So there are ways and covers for larger lathes. But for the human, I saw nothing available. So this is where this thingy comes. So these are holes for magnets, and this is not 90 degrees, it's canted. And put that like that. And now you can see there's a 6-degree angle here. So back to the back end here, as you can see from the drawings, we have arches here that hold the back end of the ways. And these arches have a radius of 8 millimeters, about 16 millimeters outer diameter. And this reflects this diameter, basically speaking. So this covers them quite nicely and quite neatly. And the magnets are 6.5 millimeters in diameter. And as you notice, they have to sit at an angle. So I'm doing it sort of freehand. What I mean the hole is a little bit bigger and a little bit deeper, so I can fill it with epoxy and put the magnets in there. And as I put them, I just place a slab of steel, basically speaking, on this end, and they stick to it, and this makes them flush with the surface, with this green surface. So we do have two more covers, and the why is very simple. Let's get back to our drawing. Our drill bit, as we're drilling through here, is going above the ways. And since this cover is literally at the height of the carriage, it cannot do that. So it needs a bit more room. So this thing has a magnet. It's going to be magnetically stuck to the end of the carriage, the nut. It's going to be nice and flush with the ways, like one over here and the other over there. And we're done with that. And as for a third design, go with that. I opted for the original design. This is actually 90 degrees now. You can see it right now. And we have sort of two magnet positioning that will allow it to be sort of flush and Right, so we've just seen some parts being designed, and unlike the usual mess I usually see, the idea is to do some turning and machining without all this mess. So this is part A. Has 3 fixed magnets. The gray stuff is epoxy. It just snaps on, clicks. It has an angle there, and you can just move it back and forth. Not a problem. No mess. We do have a little bit of tolerance. I did plan 2 millimeters. I could have done it tighter, but I think that's doable. That's a doable tolerance. Allows you to snap it on without being so fidgety and exactly on stop. So on. So this is really cool. Part B. Let me get part B. With this thing, I glued a magnet over there, and clicks in place. Let's get really close to the chuck. There we go. And we can go over it and drill. So it does not interfere. It's close, but it's not that sort of interfering. And I can run it all the way to the chuck. I'm not going to run the chuck. So, am I happy with these? Well, yes, I am. I think these two are a long-needed addition to the Unimat. And as I said, if you guys are interested in these, I'll have the STL files linked there. they're practically 1 millimeter thick, so they really don't waste PLA or whatever material you choose to print with. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a sweet day. I'll be seeing you.